Hi there, my name is Charmaine Smith. I am a Bills Educational Technology Specialist. Today, I'm going to share with you how to create stop motion videos. As you can see here in my background, I have a video showing bees that are moving around. There's a hive that is building. All of that was created through Google Slides, and that's my stop motion video. So let's get started. You may ask, in what ways can I use stop motion video in my instruction? So here you see I have this video where the bees are moving around the screen and you have a beehive that builds up. So if you are a second grade teacher and you're teaching about pollination and bees or life cycles of bees, you may ask the students to demonstrate their knowledge of how bees pollinate the flowers and how they move and how they build their nests using stop motion video. Other examples are if you wanted students to demonstrate certain math concepts, if you wanted them to show or explain an historical event, or if you wanted the students to take a part of a story or a scene from a book and recreate that or retell the end of that story or the end of that scene, you can have them make a stop motion video to do just that. So those are just some of the ways that this can be used in your instruction. So how does it work? Let's get started. This is an easy way to create stop motion video. You can create this in Google Slides in a very simple way. Some people use applications on their iPads or a program on their computer, but this will be very simple for students at any grade. So with Google Slides, once you open it up, you always open it and it has a title slide. You can choose to keep that title slide if you want, or you can delete it and just start with your video, your background and your objects and whatever else you want to add. So I decided to keep a title slide and title it Me and the Bees. And so I have my title, my words, and I've added a few images there to go along with the theme. So your next slide that you add, you can have a background there as an image, or you can just put color as you see here on my title slide. There's no image there as the background, there's just color, or I can have a background. So how did I do this? How did I find my background? So I'm just going to add a new slide. And for background, you see it says here background. So I go here. If I just want color, like on my title slide, I will choose the background color here. But if I want an image, I'll click on choose image. So you have several ways that you can choose your image. You can upload one that you may have found somewhere else and saved, or one that you've created on your own. You may take a picture of one. You can find it a URL and just copy and paste it. But today we're going to go to Google image search. So I'm going to search for yard and house cartoon is what I put in. And so as you can see here, we have several background images, and you just have the one that you think fits your story the best. So I'm going to choose this one, which is the same as what I have, and hit done. And as you can see, it has made it my entire slide. So let's go back to my first one. So I'm going to go back to my first one. I've already added a little boy here. I've added a couple of flowers. As you can see, if I click on it, it has the square that comes around it to highlight it. That lets me know I've added it. And I have a bee that is already added here. So whenever you're looking for images, you want to make sure that it doesn't have a background. So we're going to search for some more images to add to our video. So we're going to go to Insert, and then we're going to go to Image, and then we are going to search the web. Whatever we're searching for, we're going to put in the name of that thing that we're searching for, and then you're going to type PNG behind it so that it doesn't have a background. We want it to be transparent. So I am going to type bees, and then I'm going to put PNG behind it. And as you can see, you have many options here. And you just go through and you choose the one of your choice. So I'm going to go back up and I'm going to choose this bee right here. So I'm going to click on it and then hit insert. And there you have it. Now this is a little too large. I don't want my bee to be this large. So I'm just going to drag from the corner to make it smaller. Once I have it the size I want, if I want multiple images of this bee, I'm just going to copy it and I'm going to paste however many I want. And I'm just going to move them around. Once I have my images there, I can now move them in the position that I want them to be. And let's say I want some to go in the opposite direction. I'm going to right click and rotate and flip horizontally. And so now my bee is flying to the right. Now, you may have some students who want to, or have your students build their objects that they will have in their stop motion video, or they may want to do that, have that as an option. So let's say I have some physical items that I want to include. You would take a picture of those, remove the background from it, and then I can upload it from the computer. So I'm going to go to my desktop, and then I have a dinosaur right there. So if I want my dinosaur to be a part of my stop motion video, I can put him in. So here's my dinosaur, and this is an actual object, that a physical object that I had, and I just took a picture of it. So I'm just adjusting the size of it. Okay. You can also make this a story. Your students can make it into a story, or they can give it some type of context. If it is something for science that they're just demonstrating, they can add some text to explain what's going on. So to do that, I'm going to add a text box, and I can just add a little line here. Okay, so I have my sentence, and you can adjust it and move it to where you want. You can adjust the font just as you do on a regular Google slide. So with stop motion video, the idea is to take a picture of each frame, or do it in frames, and then you would move the object slightly in each frame that you do. And then at the end, you put it all together in a video to create a video. So we are going to now duplicate this slide. And the reason why we're duplicating the slide is because I don't want to have to add a new background unless my background is changing. If my background is staying the same, I don't want to have to go and search for it again. So I'm just going to duplicate it. Same for the objects. I don't want to have to search for these same objects again if these are the objects that I will be using throughout the video. Now, if you want to add objects, that's fine. You can still duplicate the slide and then add the objects later or take them away. So we're going to right click and duplicate the slide, and here we have the slide here. So I don't want this sentence to be on this slide. I'm just going to delete it. And now it's time for me to start moving my object slightly. And for this slide, I'm not going to move my little boy just yet. All right, I'm going to duplicate again. And I am now on slide 4, so I'm going to move my objects again. Now I'm going to move my little boy, duplicate again, and then you'll just keep repeating this process until you have the number of motions that you want. So let's say you feel like 10 slides is enough. You go and make your video and you find, oh, they are not moving as much as I want them to. You can come back, duplicate, add more slides, and repeat the process. So once you have the number of slides that you want to have duplicated in your video, you are going to now come to File, and then you're going to go to Publish to the Web. And we want our motion to go pretty quickly, so we're going to choose Auto Advance Slides every second. And we want to start the slideshow as soon as the player loads, so we're going to check this box. And we also want to restart the slideshow after the last slide so it can loop. So this basically says my slideshow will loop over and over again. Now if you don't want it to loop, then you will not check this box, but I'm going to loop it for today. And then you click Publish. So it says, are you sure you want to publish this? And you may not get that message. I have it, I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to click OK. And here it's telling you to copy this link. So this is the link that you will share with others so that they can view your video. So I'm going to copy my link, and then I'm going to open up a new tab and I'm going to paste it in there and watch my video go. So as you can see, the bees are moving. My little boy is moving across the yard. I have my dinosaur. He really doesn't know where he wants to go, but he is moving around as well, and that's the end, and it starts over again. And that is how you make a stop motion video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I would love to see and hear about the stop motion videos that you are doing with your students in your class.